Imagine if you got $5,000 bill that needs to be paid in the next 30 days, you cannot invest the paid ads, and nobody's responded to your cold DMs, and you simply cannot sleep at night because you need to get that one new client. Well, don't worry bro, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to land those $5,000 high-ticket clients without spending any money on paid ads or sending thousands of cold DMs. And you're probably wondering, here's another guru promising me quick results. Well, oh boy, you're wrong. Because this is the exact system that's helping my clients bring in qualified, ready-to-buy leads who actually value their services. So, in this video I'll walk you through the exact organic lead generation system step by step so you can start attracting dream clients who are pre-sold on working with you. So, no more convincing, no more chasing leads, no more stress about where your next client is coming from. So, how you can get leads if you cannot advertise or reach out to people? Well, the secret is something that all gurus are already doing, but they aren't telling you about it. And that is, drumroll, raw organic YouTube content. Which simply means marketing your offer with simple YouTube videos that are completely unedited, completely unscripted, and hyper-focused to a super niche audience. And even with low views, you can still get tons and tons of results. Because if you can simply become a micro authority in your niche, you can literally print thousands and thousands of dollars out of these videos, especially if selling high-tech coaching services with a good offer, okay? Imagine if someone from your ICP comes to watch your video, only a couple thousand, but they're from your ICP, they enjoy your video, they're gonna become your lead eventually, they're gonna book a call with you, and you're gonna close them in that call for thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And you need to literally understand this, okay? Your videos do not need to get millions of views for you to make millions of dollars from your YouTube videos, okay? Look how big a room full of 50 people looks like. Now imagine if you got a good offer, you have a bunch of clients, you have a bunch of proof to show to these people, and you can simply like convince 2 of these people in this room to buy your product. You'd already make like 5 or even 10k out of just 50 people, or even 100, okay? It's double from these 50 people. You could easily like make 10k or even 20k simply from 100 people who are watching your video. Or even look at like 500, 1,000, 3,000 people, okay? Look how big 3,000 people looks like. This is your audience if you get 3,000 views on your YouTube video. Like, you could easily make like $3,000 out of our audience size of 3,000 people. Which just tells us that you don't need to get millions of views to make millions of dollars online. You just need to have good offer and market it well to your ideal customer. Now, you're probably wondering, what is a good offer and how can I make the best raw content that attracts these high-ticket clients? Well, don't worry, because I'll get to the source right now. So, to get any appointments at all, you of course need to have good offer. Because your offer is your value proportion. Now, if you do not know what that means, it's simply a statement that clearly identifies the benefits a product or service will deliver to your customer, and it's simply made out of the dream outcome your client wants, the perceived likelihood of achievement they'll get after getting that result, divided by time delay times effort and sacrifice, aka how much the product costs. And that is literally your offer. Now, I'll show you exactly how this goes in the next couple of slides, but first, some of you may ask like, I'm a copywriter, can my offer just be, I'll write your newsletter? Well, no, not really, because you don't want to sell your services or model through the offer, okay? You want to sell the dream result you can promise that client through your offer. Or present them with something extremely desirable that would get them click through your link, okay? Because if your offer is simply, our company does the best SEO and we can run your Facebook ads, or we can help you lose weight through our diet and workout system. Whilst both of these offers are something that the market may desire, ultimately they aren't nothing new or exciting that your prospects want. And if you're like a copywriter or you can run Facebook ads or you're a fitness coach, why should your prospect even choose you? Like, there are thousands of other fitness coaches, bunch of different marketing agencies, bunch of different copywriters. Why should they choose you out of like thousands of other copywriters? Doesn't make sense, right? And like, so many business owners make this mistake of telling their prospects what they do instead of the results they can get to their customers. And that simply turns them off, because selflessly, most prospects just care about the results they'll get after working with you. Not the fact that you write newsletters or edit their videos or you can run their Facebook ads. So instead of that, okay, we want to create an offer which first of all calls out the market or niche you're working with. Now, usually you will find a niche with a low competition and that has money to work with you, okay? You don't want to work with broke clients, you don't want to work in a really competitive niche where you just cannot stand out. Now, I am on the most competitive niche, but I don't really care, because if you just have a good offer, you can sell the most competitive niche. But yeah, you want to sell, we call out your market or niche. For example, agency owners, fitness coaches, online coaches, just the people you want to work with, and try to aim for a people who actually have money to work with you and actually have value your services, okay? They need to have pain to work with you. And then you want to simply have a offer to that ICP or niche you're working with that is desirable to that market, okay? If you're working with agency owners or fitness coaches, you want to simply offer them 15 new high-ticket clients. Or if you're working with, let's say, pool contractors, you want to simply say you'll get them like 5 or 10 new jobs this year. Now, then you want to have the time frame. I kind of mentioned it before there, but when you have longer time frame, okay, if you say like we'll get you 3 new high-ticket clients in a year or so, that isn't really desirable anymore, okay? The less time you have in your offer, the more valuable is it. It's kind of like, you know, this is a good example. You have a, let's say, fitness offer, or like a, let's say, you have a fitness book that tells you how to get fit and lose weight, okay? It's just a PDF, you have to read it, it's kind of slow. And then you have a liposuction surgery, okay? Now, which one is faster? Well, obviously, the faster one is the liposuction. Well, which one has more value? Well, it's again the liposuction, okay? Because it's simply faster to get results with, compared to this fitness book that is slow. You actually have to take some kind of accountability with yourself to actually get results. So the faster you can promise these results, the more money you can get out of your offer. And then you simply want to have some kind of risk result in your offer. So good example would be, or you don't pay, I'll work for free with you until you get results. Because when people are spending money with you, okay, they're kind of scared like, well, what if I don't get results? What if I lose something? Like, you know, it's simply this effort and sacrifice here, okay? So you want to remove that effort and sacrifice they're making by simply saying, okay, if you don't get results, you don't pay me a single cent, or I'll send you $1,000 back if you don't get results, etc. Simply just like remove the risk from the customer side and put it on your plate, essentially. So that is a really good way to get like cold traffic working with you. Now obviously we're doing YouTube so people more trust us, but it's simply a good thing to have in your offer to make more people want to work with you. Now I'm gonna put this all together in the next slide, and the good offer simply is, if your marketing agency or coach doing above 5k a month, we'll guarantee you 10 new clients in 30 days or you don't pay. And you notice what I'm doing here, okay? It first of all calls out the niche or market we are working with, like really in depth, like 5k a month. Then it will guarantee them a result that is desirable to them, 10 clients in a certain time frame, 30 days, and we have the risk reversal there. Now compare that to the bad offer, okay? We do video editing and we can edit your videos on YouTube, okay? There are thousands of video editors out there. Why should they first of all pick you? And this whole offer is all about you, okay? It's not about the client, okay? You need to always ask yourself, what's in it for me? To make sure your offer is something your clients want and would benefit them more than actually you. Now, even though you want to get like your own benefits from the offer, you always have to think about the client first. Because every time in business, the exchange needs to like outperform on the client side, okay? The client always needs to get more money on what you're teaching, okay? So you want to always ask yourself, what's in it for me? To make sure it's actually what your clients want. Now, you kind of want to think your offer like this to make sure it's what your client wants, okay? Your client has a big headache and they are like looking for that painkiller solution. And well, vitamin pill for headache would be nice, like yeah, kind of would help. But then there's someone who's promising a painkiller solution, and that is like, yeah, I must have this right now, okay? You want to make sure your offer is like must have to their current painful situation rather than nice to have, to ensure they're actually like craving for your offer more than just like, yeah, it would be nice to have video editor, or it would be nice for someone to make my newsletter. Like you want to have that, yeah, this is for your pain. If you get what I mean. Like it just needs to like work towards her pain to make sure they don't actually want to buy your product. Now, that was the whole back end of our offer. But we also want to make sure our offer sounds good on the front end, and it simply comes with an useful idea. And a useful idea is simply a video that solves a painful problem for your ICP. And when you solve those problems, you of course build goodwill with your ICP, and you convert them into leads coming to you. And if you do not get leads from the videos or comments like these, like great video brother, well explained and great examples, or love how you explain the exact video you're doing, well, usually then your idea is the bottleneck, and that is the reason why you're not getting clients or leads with your YouTube videos. So this is how you actually make good video ideas. All you really need to do with your videos is just solve a real painful problem people actually care about, okay? When they see your video, they must think like, yeah, I really need to see this. This is the exact problem I'm having, and this might be the solution, okay? You wanna promise them a solution to that problem that causes a massive amount of pain to your ICP. For example, ineffective lead generation. People cannot get enough clients or leads. That they simply cannot scroll past the video, and it makes them like feel dumb if they miss out on a video and not watch it. So you wanna like make your video in a way where it's like, I need to watch this right now to actually get to my desired goal or desired result. So how do you know if it's a good video to make a video about? Well, every single video you will make, it simply must turn a idea from chaos into order, okay? From no understanding to understanding, okay? This is a client's current perspection, God, that's a hard word, their idea of what you're doing. Just like simply step-by-step tutorial what they should do, okay? This is like literally your viewers' current understanding topic. It says desert fastballs, I don't know what that is called, but they have kind of an idea on what they should do, but they don't really know how to put it all together, okay? If you want to simply make a video where you put these points out together, where it's just like, yeah, makes sense, okay? You can articulate those topics in a way where you can just like speak out in a chronological order, and it just would make sense to your viewer, okay? Like, let's say you're in a dropshipping niche, you would simply make a point on how to start your e-commerce store, okay? Well, what you need to do first, you gotta get a Shopify store set up, you gotta make your website, you gotta find products, etc. And that is really how you come up with good video ideas, okay? You turn no understanding a chaos to simply order where it's just like, yeah, makes sense. And the way you really do that is think about how your viewer sees the topic, and like it usually comes like, well, if completely new person comes to a video, well, they can understand what you're saying simply by you being able to articulate your thoughts in a way where it just like makes sense, you know? And if you simply can do that, you'll have a good video idea, and you'll get tons and tons of new leads. But if you don't have good video idea, well, you'll simply waste hours and hours of time in scripting. You'll make way less money, and you have to go back sending hundreds of thousands of cold DMs a day. Anyway, that's all about the idea. How you can get your ICP watch your video then? Well, you do that by using attracting thumbnails. Now, I do not mean copy proven thumbnail formats like this Mr. Beast style, crazy, colorful, crazy face, crazy situation, high contrast thumbnails. No, because these do not attract business owners who are ready to invest in you. They're meant to attract people who are looking just for entertainment on YouTube, okay? Not business owners, people who are looking for entertainment. And that is really why most business owners do not get leads from YouTube, because their thumbnails do not attract the right audience, okay? Think your thumbnails as a book, right? It's meant to catch the eye of the right viewer or right reader to read the title and get them curious enough where they would actually read your book. So you wanna use like familiar cues in your thumbnail to attract people who you're selling to, and also stand out from the market where they assume you have new and unique information, okay? Look, these two books here, okay? They look samey, they look like generic business advice you've heard hundreds of times before. While this one has a magnet that like pulls the $100 million leads to you, and it's also made by that one guy you know from YouTube. And that just stands out, and people will assume you have something new unique information to show them, and that is why they click on your video. And the same principle applies to thumbnails. Like, if you just plainly copy someone in your niche with 100 times bigger audience than you, or some other overused style like MrBeast style thumbnails, well, you're not going to stand out, because people will feel like they've already seen that video before, and why should they even watch your video when they can watch the bigger creator instead? Like, even if you have better information than these big gurus, which is usually is the case, well, if they do not click on your video, well, your message cannot be consumed then. So to fix this, you simply need to become anomaly in your niche, okay? You wanna be blue triangle amongst bunch of red squares. And because you stand out, people will just assume you have something new to offer to them. So the way you do this is simply by stealing thumbnail styles from other niches, okay? If you just copy same thumbnails from your own niche, well, you don't stand out. But when you copy them for other niches, it hasn't been seen in your own niche yet, and people will think it's something new. And I actually did this myself. I took this complete thumbnail style, how to reduce your loss by 70%, put in my own business niche, how to generate leads, infinite leads on YouTube, and it actually did quite well, okay? 1 out of 10 good views for my small niche, and 5% CTR. And this got me like 3 new leads after posting this video. So the simple trick is simply try to find videos from YouTube, add them to your Miro board, like this one I did here. Just put it in your Miro board and recreate this whole thumbnail in your own niche with the familiarities your audience is familiar with, like the new lead collected, and like, you know, just like make it familiar to your audience while just simply stealing that style from other niche. And if you do this simple trick, I guarantee you 99% of the time you'll have a good video that performs really well in your own niche. And because of that, you'll get so many new leads for your offer simply because you stand out from your crowd. Like, I cannot face this enough. If you just stand out, people will think you have something new to sell to them, and they're more likely to become one of your loyal viewers, loyal buyers, and just scale your business in general. But once they have clicked on your video, well, the next logical step, of course, is having good intros so your message can be consumed and heard. And this is really how intros work, okay? You push a rock up a hill, then the intro likes gets them interested in the video, and because they're interested in the video, they'll simply landslide to the end of this video. Because literally the whole point of your intros is to get people hooked in and watch the rest of the video. And if your intro is good, it will literally carry the rest of the video simply because viewers want to know what's gonna happen next. But if you don't have good intros, your message won't be consumed and you will get no leads. So this is how you make good intros, okay? You simply need to fork this HPPP framework. Kind of hard word, you know, HPPP, long word, but anyway. It simply stands for hook, promise, proof, plan. And I'm just gonna explain how everything goes. So, when someone hops your video, but you wanna obviously interrupt the pattern to capture the viewer's attention, okay? You wanna stand out from everyone else in your niche. So you wanna say something crazy that would get people interested to actually watch your video, and something that stands out from every other guy in your niche, okay? Some people in my niche would say like, this is how you get new clients for your offer. Well, simply make a thumbnail intro that says, if you got 5,000 build that needs to be paid in the next 30 days and you cannot use a paid ads or nobody search from the cold DMs, this is exactly how you're gonna get exactly $5,000 clients. Like that, like something that just stands out from the crowd and is unique, that hasn't been heard before in your niche. Then you simply wanna like promise them a solution what they'll learn in this video, and I'll always ask the question of what's in it for me. So, for example, in this video you're gonna learn exactly how to create intros so viewers aren't immediately clicking off your video. That is simply a promise you can make to your viewers after they click on your video, and because when they click on your video, they of course want their pain to be solved. So you simply tell them what they're gonna learn in this video. You're simply gonna tell them that this video will solve all of their problems, right? Then you want to simply show proof or evidence that you actually know what you're talking about. So simply show screenshot of proof of what you have done for your clients before. And then you want to simply demonstrate how you're going to fulfill your promise you made in the promise section. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how this system works, so step by step, so you can start attracting dream clients or pre-someone working with you. So I'm gonna simply go a little bit more deeper on what this said on the promise part, because when you can create an open loop, people will become more interested in watching the rest of your video, right? And after the intro, you wanna simply drop value to your viewer, because most creators make the mistake of generic content with bunch of fluff that doesn't solve the previous problem, and they usually lack real value. And this always happens because they only focus on themselves when they're creating content. Not to serve the market, only to serve themselves. Because for your video to be valuable that actually generates you leads, the viewer must find it valuable, not just you, okay? And to really give value, you simply want to think your topic in three ways, okay? How to do XYZ. Provide a step-by-step guide on how to exactly do something. Why to do XYZ. How do they benefit after doing what you're teaching? And consequences of not doing XYZ. What they'll miss out on if they do not take action upon your advice. And simply by doing this, you give actionable advice, meaning people will walk away from your video with some new information they can apply to their business today, and that simply builds trust with your audience. And the more trust they have with you, the more likely they're gonna convert into one of your clients, right? And this is really the reason why Alex Hormozi's content is so impactful, because he regularly offers new frameworks that people can directly apply to their own business after watching their videos, okay? If they watch this video, okay, here we go, 3 new ways to make more money online. There's actually a typo here, it's actually 3, but anyway. And when people walk away from your video with some advice they can apply to their videos today, that just builds more trust with your audience, and Hormozi is gonna get the favor in return, right? Simply because he offers a framework that his audience can directly apply to their business today, okay? No vague advice, just plain simple frameworks people can apply to their business today, and you simply do that by telling them how to do XYZ, why to do XYZ, and what happens if you do not do XYZ, okay? Here's a step-by-step guide. You'll get more leads by doing this, and if you don't do this, your competition is gonna take all of your leads. And if you simply copy that approach I just showed you, okay, how to do XYZ, why to do XYZ, and what happens if you do not do XYZ, well, your business will scale like crazy, simply because people now know, like, and trust you. Because you solve their problems, and you show them exactly how to do it, and how they can apply that information to their business today, completely for free, and eventually, you do that for long enough, you'll get the favor in return, and people will pay thousands and thousands of dollars for your product, simply because you did just that. So, to recap this video, to get clients without any paid ads or outreach, you simply need to have a good offer that your ICP desires, and that is simply made out of the niche you're selling to, the result you want to give to them, and is desirable to do them, the time it takes to achieve that result, and a risk reversal, so they're more inclined to work with you. Then, you need to have a usable idea that solves a painful problem your audience is having. Then you want to attract your ICP with unique thumbnails that attract your ICP, okay? You want to steal them from other niches so that they stand out, and you want to put your own niche's familiarity into them, so your ICP will watch those videos. Then they're gonna watch the video, you wanna hook them in with a good intro, and you simply do that with the HPPP framework. Then in the video, you wanna give unique, actionable advice that viewers can apply to their business today, okay? How to do XYZ, what to do XYZ, and what happens if you do not do XYZ. And after that, you'll get clients, you can reinvest that money in the paid ads, and you can literally buy more clients for your business, okay? You get clients for free, then you start reinvesting that money into paid ads. And that is exactly what we do with our own clients, okay? We design content that nurtures leads to warm leads, then when we get leads, we'll start reinvesting that money into paid ads, and with the paid ads we're gonna get gold clients, but we are gonna ward them up with our YouTube content, make them easier to close, and that is the way we can literally have a plus 25% close rate from paid ads, because we nurtured our leads with the YouTube content we made in the past. And if you want to work with me to make this system for your own business, well, you can always just link out in my video description. There's also a free content source guide, so how you can get started on getting more leads for your business through YouTube content. But that's all for this video. Hope you like it, hope you find this helpful. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, ask any questions in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.